another week and another Black Clover chapter to talk about. And boy, Tabata has delivered us some great stuff. First, let's address the color spread because this looks so clean. Every one of the Black Bulls is wearing, well, black. And they look great. Oh man, and just look at my boy Magna. He is looking fly. Tabata has been doing my man Magna justice for the past few weeks. I can't help but appreciate it. Love you, Tabata. Thank you for that. But not just Magna though. Like I mean, I love Magna a lot, but everyone looks great. Everyone. It's really nice seeing all the Black Bulls together. Actually, now that I think about it, this is the first time we've seen them all together like this. I mean, obviously, like everyone's doing their own thing in Spade or outside of Spade because Fenrir's on his way. But you know, outside of that, this is the first time we've seen them together. And I know it's just a color spread, but it's so cool to see. And then we have the magazine cover, which shows Asta and Yuno, and that looks really nice too. It's always, great to see Asta and Yuno together. And honestly, it's great seeing Black Clover be a part of the magazine cover, like, at all. It's happened quite a bit as of recent, so, I'm grateful either way. Though Yuno's fingers are looking kind of off there, but, I mean, that's whatever. It's still a great looking cover. But yeah, let's jump into the chapter. So, obviously, we see Noelle charge in towards Vanica, and then Gaja comes in and grabs a hold of Lola Pachica. And, well, Vanica's just happy to see Noelle, and, she's ready to have that little rematch. And then, out of nowhere, Undyne. That caught me off guard. It caught me off guard when it got leaked. And it still catches me off guard now. Actually, I wanted to talk about it when the leaks first came out, but I wanted to wait a bit because I feel like I couldn't get my thoughts properly in order until the translations were out officially. Because there's quite a few things to discuss, but before we get to that, it's kind of funny seeing Undine with Noelle, because before this, a lot of the fandom hated the idea of Undine being with Noelle, because obviously you look at the other spirits, we have Belle with Yuno, and then we have Salamander with Fuegoleon. Earth Spirit isn't with anybody, and obviously the Water Spirit, Undine, was with Lolo, but she's currently, well, she's not doing so hot right now. She's under Vanica's control as a puppet, which sucks. But now she's with Noelle, and we get a little flashback about it, and it seems that she was able to move to another qualified mage after what happened to Lolo and her being captured by Vanica to Noelle, which again is funny because a lot of people did not like the idea of her being with Noelle, but it's happened, and honestly, I'm for it. Which, at the time, it also brings up the discussion whether it'll last or not, because people are discussing Lolo's fate, and, well, that's a topic I'll probably bring up at another time. But, as we move forward, we see that there's actually a stage above Arcane, and it's Saint Stage. And this has been a little controversial topic in the fandom, because a lot of people thought that, Arcane was the final stage. There shouldn't have been anything more. And I was one of the few people that thought that, well, don't get me wrong, I mean, obviously it makes sense, or at least it made sense that Arcane should have been the final stage, but you have to think about the spirit users, though. You can't just assume that they'd be on the same level as other Arcanes. They have a whole ass spirit with them. They'd have to be unique in that type of sense. So I agree with this. I think it makes sense. It's what happens afterwards that divides the fandom even more, and that's when we learn that Undine had kept this from everyone. She talks about how Lolo doesn't really, well, know many attack spells. She has a lot of magic, sure. She's very powerful in her own right, but she was different from her ancestors because she isn't, like I said, capable of learning any attacks. She could make, like, the night dolls and make it seem like she can attack, but overall, she's just not capable of doing anything, well, physical. So it's all because, she's very kind. So because of that, Noelle kind of freaks out and she's like, "Why did you keep that from everyone?" And well, she kept it from everyone because she just wanted Lolo to be safe. And I gotta be honest, that is extremely irresponsible from Undine. They could have prevented a lot. They could have easily gotten and Fuegoleon here learning Saint Stage way earlier, and she nearly jeopardized her whole kingdom. The thing that she's supposed to protect with Lolo, that they're sworn to protect it together. That's just really messed up. But then you kind of see that Undyne clearly regrets it, and she's just suffering because of it. And then Noelle says, there's nothing wrong with that. Being kind, feeling affection for someone. How could those things ever be mistakes? And I think Noelle's very kind here. And I appreciate the little, bit of motivation she's trying to give Undyne. But, I mean, I kind of get it. Undyne, she kind of needed that motivation, but at the same time, it's really bad on her part. It's just, damn. I get it. A lot of people are upset at Undyne. I kind of am too. I'm not like furious like a lot of people are on Twitter, but I do see where they're coming from. Undyne here, that's just really bad. But I mean, at least she's come to understand that her actions were very consequential, and it's just, like I said, it's very irresponsible. It's really bad. Like, look what happened at the Heart Kingdom. It got nuked. If it wasn't for the elves, so many people would be dead. It's just really, really bad on her part. But I do think she can be redeemed, and I think she's aiming to do that now that she's paired up with Noelle to fight against Vanica. So it's, it's a great thing on both of their ends. So, as we continue to see after they joined forces, Vanica is just, being very excited about having to face her again. And then Gaja, oh my god, he's pissed. So he wants a bit of the action too. So everyone continues to fight, and then, oh my god, you can tell that Lolo still has a bit of consciousness left in her, because you see her shed a tear. Well, not a tear, but she's just straight up crying, and it's so sad. And you can see, this is the thing I love about Tabata. You look at these facial expressions. You see, like right here, Lolo is just very, like, lost, sad, just very depressed. Then Noelle, you can truly feel her anger. She just wants to get back at Vanica for everything she's done, for her mother, for jeopardizing the kingdom, for getting Lolo, for everything she's done. She wants to get her revenge. And then, as they continue to fight, right in the middle of it, you see, boom, Noelle's new form, Spirit Drive, Saint Valkyrie Armor. Noelle has become the angel we always knew that she was. Look at this form. It is absolutely wonderful, and I really love the design here. She really does look like an angel, and she even has a little halo. It's really cool. But this also, it's really cool too, because that means that I feel like in the future we're gonna see Fuegoleon and acquire a saint stage as well, or a saint form. So there's a lot to look forward to when it comes to this, and I'm pretty excited. It's a shame that the chapter's going on break soon, but I get it. Tabata's having some issues with his recent some of his staff leaving, so I'm sure he's trying to find some replacements, and that's okay. Like I said, we got a lot from this week, with the cover page, with the magazine cover, color spread, magazine cover, Noelle's beautiful new form. Man, I can't wait to see what ability she'll be able to use against Vanica. That's gonna be hype. But yeah, it's a great chapter overall. I mean, the Undyne stuff sucks a lot, because she nearly jeopardized so much because of her actions. But like I said, she can be redeemed. she's fighting. I mean, she's aware of what her actions led to, so it's not like entirely bad. I think I would have been more upset had Undyne still felt that they were just and the appropriate thing to do at the time. I mean, that honestly, like, I would not have liked that at all. I would have hated it a lot. Like, it's very rare for me to say I hate things in BC, but that's something that would have made me really hate uh, what they had done. But they didn't do that. Like, Undyne clearly regrets what happened, so she's working with Noelle to undo what she's done, and I think it's good. It's good characterization for Undyne. You know, it even shows that spirits can make mistakes as well, so not everyone's perfect. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Noelle work with Undyne, because I feel like there's a lot of cool abilities we can see them use together. But yeah, overall, it was a great week for Black Clover. I enjoyed the chapter. Now we're just gonna be left waiting another 2 weeks for a chapter, but you know what, Tabata, you deserve it. It's completely fine. I'm always satisfied with what you deliver to the fandom. You know, take it easy, take that break, and hopefully you find some more staff members to help you on the manga. Until then, here's looking forward to the next chapter.